This is practice A for section 1.6 on classifying polygons. This is the back of the worksheet. Always, sometimes, or never for these situations. A convex polygon is regular. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Look back on the previous side if you want to see some examples of that. Number 16, a regular pentagon is equilateral. That always happens. If it's regular, all the sides are the same. A regular heptagon is concave. Never. If it's regular, then it's going to be a convex figure because all those angles would have to be the same. Number 18, a square is convex. That's always going to happen. Squares are always convex. Okay, your next section tells you that each figure is a regular polygon, and they give you expressions for the side lengths. They want you to find the value of x. So if it's regular, then what you know about these sides right here is that they're equal. So I put those matching marks, and then I can write an equation and solve for x. Okay, so if you want to, you can pause, make sure you have those answers. But they're all done the same way. You're setting those expressions equal and solving for x. Now, 23 and 24 look confusing because they have an extra term in the expression. These are still the same length. So I'll try to find myself some room to solve this. X squared minus x minus 55. That's one of the side lengths. That has to be the same thing as x squared plus 4x plus 5. Now, when you solve for x, it looks tricky because you got that x squared term in there, but really, if there's one on each side, you could just cancel them. I could have did a better job picking which way I would have wrote this equation, but if you add x to both sides, you end up with negative 55 equals 5x plus 5. Now, subtract 5 from both sides. Does that make any sense? And you end up with negative 60 equals 5x. Now, I either made a mistake in here somewhere, or there's a mistake with this problem. Your x value should be negative 12, which is okay. Your x's are allowed to be negative, but the thing that can't happen is when you go to plug in here to get the lengths, this would work. Yeah, this would work. I'm thinking it's not going to work out, but it is. If you type it in, we have negative 12 as our x value. You need to square it and then subtract x and then add 55. So all I'm doing is plugging in my x value, which is negative 12, for those expressions. And that'll give you a positive length. I was thinking it was going to give you a negative length. So that's my mistake. So it is odd to have a negative value for your variable, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. The only time it would be wrong is if you type it in to get the length and it's negative. Your lengths have to be positive. Okay, hopefully I can do number 24 a little bit better. This is a regular shape, so those figures are the same. I know this length has to be equal to this length. So I'll just kind of use this to make that equation. I have an x cubed on both sides, which I know looks confusing, but they cancel. You could add 6x to both sides. Add 106 to both sides.